First Baptist Church is a bold church. From its beginning, individuals have come together, believing in God's vision, to go forward and to make a difference in people's lives and to meet them where they are and loving them as they are. In that way, we produce and create dynamic disciples for Christ. Today, in countless ways, we honor this 114th year legacy. The First Family is the hands and feet of Christ, walking and talking for Him as we serve our community and the world through this place.
I'm the fourth generation to be a member of this church. My grandmother, she was the first person to join this church, and I was raised here, and my husband and I are now raising our two boys here. And this church has been the center of my life since I can remember. We are family. We encourage one another, we support each other in ministry, and we are extended family to one another.
Growing up in this church has been really a home-growing feeling. People have welcomed me with open arms. They've embraced me as one of their own, and I've gotten to know people to the point where I can call them mom, dad, aunt, uncles, whatever.
The youth are great here. We've been a part of this ministry, all of us together, for a few years now. We're all friends, we all get along together, and bring the youth together is very important for the facility because it will bring us closer, and I just love being a part of this church.
Yes, First Baptist is a bold church, and certainly it is a courageous church. However, we should not sit back and just simply celebrate our past accomplishments, but to go forward in the vision that God has given us. This is why we build, not only to acknowledge the past, not only for the benefit of those here today, but also for those to come. We build for the future, living our faith generation to generation.
It was a blessing to be introduced to this church. I'm so proud that I have been a member of First Baptist for 35 years and that my children grew up in this church. And I'm amazed at what's going on right now in front of me. For the past 12 years, Pastor Richardson has come into the church, and congregation has gone from 75 to over 400 to 500 members. And this church is just getting so small right now that I hope and pray that his vision for this church comes true, because we absolutely need a bigger church.
Today, God's plan addresses specific needs for growth with an urgent need to refresh and renew our buildings and facilities, the tools of ministry that serve us so well. God knows our needs and lays out his plans for us with inspiration and vision of what could be, if only we would take a moment to dream. Imagine spaces where people could meet. Imagine updated facilities. Imagine easy access. Imagine a place where people can gather and fellowship in comfort. Imagine classroom space adequate enough to meet all of our classroom needs for our children and our adult classes. Imagine a place where youth ministry can grow and expand, and where we can meet the needs of our teens and adolescents. Maybe, just maybe, we might imagine the ease with which our dedicated volunteers could work and our staff function if their work areas and offices were secure and up to date. Yes, building the future is all about embracing the passion of Christ and the possibilities of what fulfilling such dreams will mean to the First Family of tomorrow.
I've been here 22 years, and under the leadership of this pastor, the church has grown tremendously. We've outgrown the space. We've outgrown the building. We need more space. Our ministries here in the church need that support to be a vital outreach service in the community and beyond.
You know, this is a great opportunity for us to touch and agree with our past and those who have gone on before us. I understand, like myself, many of us are wondering exactly what should be the gift that we give towards the future of this church. God lays out a wonderful plan for us to determine the gift, and that is through the process of prayer. It is through prayer that our faith grows, and through that faith, we will discover what our sacrificial gift will be.
My prayer for the church at this time is to really have us all come and support the expansion project that we have going on right now, because you know the church is doing so much within the community that we need to broaden these walls so that we can support all that this church is doing. I mean, over the past 8 years, I've seen the ministries grow, and in order to continue to do that, we need to broaden the core, and that is the church here, the sanctuary, and the meeting space that we have, so that we can continue to work God's plan. And that's key, that we are here working God's plan.
God blesses us in many different ways, and each of us have different blessings in which we can give back to God. It is actually through these various ways in which we give back to God. And remember, the Bible does not teach us about equal giving, but it does teach us about equal sacrifice. And the next time you're here and walk through these doors, look around you. Look around and imagine what it must have taken in order for us to get to where we are today, and the blessings and the sacrifice and the gifts of those who have gone on before us. And today we have an opportunity to build on that legacy. Yes, we love First Baptist Church, but we would like to see others walk through that door and come to know the same Jesus Christ we fell in love with here at First Baptist Church. So Nadine and I invite you to embrace the dream with us and let us walk together, living our faith from generation to generation.